How does one buy that? Because Tau is listed on Robinhood and Coinbase now, or not yet?
Tau itself is on Coinbase. I'm not sure if it's on Robinhood.
It's not. I don't think it is. I've looked for it before.
Okay,
But Tau you can get at Coinbase. I've actually gotten it on Coinbase, so I know it's on there.
So you can get it on Coinbase if you want to have the top level, but explain to people in plain English how the subnet versus the $177 Tau works.
Yeah, so you have to stake the Tau to get the subnet tokens, and you basically need to get a Bittensor wallet. And a great Bittensor wallet is the Crucible wallet, which Allah will talk about down the road here on the show.
What a segue.
Yes, but that is his product, right? To make it easy for people to get into these subnet tokens, right? It used to be hard. Over the last couple of months, it's become a lot easier, and Crucible is leading the way and making it easier for people to do that.
All right, so let's introduce Allah.
Yeah, so let's
keep this train moving.
Talk to our next guest, Allah Shaabana from Crucible Labs. Now, not only the co-founder of Crucible Labs, that great company that makes the wallet we were just talking about, but he's the co-founder of Bittensor itself and the Open Tensor Foundation, leading the development and maintenance of Bittensor since 2019. And Crucible Labs, of course, invests and builds within the Bittensor system with a focus on decentralized AI. Allah, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. You've heard sort of the setup here for Bittensor, and you've got a commercial company that makes a wallet. This is a venture-backed company, a company that you just self-funded.
It's a company we self-funded, yes.
Got it. Okay. So this is like being in the early days, Allah, of Bitcoin, where, I don't know, Mt. Gox came out, some wallets came out. There were lots of different small projects. You found a blocker. It was very hard for people to know how to get the subnets tokens into their wallet. And that's what your wallet allows people to do. And they could just sign up. And it works, I guess, similar to the early days of Bitcoin. Yeah.
Similarly, yes. So to kind of put it into context, when we first launched the subnets, when effectively people were able to speculate and kind of look into each project and try to basically invest into it, I found myself effectively day trading because I'm just looking at each project and evaluating each one and seeing which one works and which one doesn't. And I found that sort of it took up most of my time. And the better idea was to actually create an allocation mechanism to really kind of take my rewards that I'm getting on Bittensor and effectively distribute them towards the top performing subnets. And that's sort of where the idea for Crucible Labs' wallet was started. In that it becomes a very hands-off thing. You literally stick and forget. You place your Tau within the Crucible Labs allocator, and it will basically allocate the rewards you get from your principal to the subnets.
Building out your team is one of the most crucial things you have to get right in your startup, and finding the right developers is particularly important. But now there's Lemon.io. They're going to save you time, money, and headaches by doing all the time-consuming legwork for you. They've got an experienced lineup of pre-vetted developers working for competitive rates. Just 1% of applicants are accepted into Lemon's elite program, and they're not just out there finding this great talent, they're also working with you to integrate these new members into your team. Plus, if it's not a good fit, hey, and sometimes things don't work out, Lemon will hook you up with a new developer ASAP. I've seen startups go from just pretty good to amazing after filling out their teams with developers from Lemon.io. Go to lemon.io/twist and find your perfect developer or technical team in 48 hours or less. Plus, Twist listeners get 15% off their first 4 weeks. That's lemon.io/twist, LEMON.io/twist.